Okay, so that last session of Baccarat was seriously nasty and had to be rescued by the higher bet limits at blackjack. So it was very, very frustrating. Because as I'm always trying to say to you folks, in real play, assuming that you have a bankroll that's up to the task, keeping in mind how much money the dealer has in front of him at any given time. So if you want to think about comparing your bankroll to his, that's something that will help you perhaps get things in perspective. If you hit a mean streak that lasts for any length of time, a tin pot, bloody pea shooter, shoestring, shit bankroll is not going to get you anywhere. On the other hand, if you have a ton of money, like your Dana Whites and your Steve Will Do It's and your crazy Cody Byrne monies, just having a lot of money won't make you a winner unless you have a plan. That's the message all the time. Anyway, we're going to play Baccarat again now, and hopefully won't get to the same kind of that we did just now. I never know. Honestly, I don't. I get people once in a while saying that I have some kind of, I don't know, psychic advantage here or whatever. It's just total BS. Not very nice having to start a session with a negative balance like that. But remember, we won 100,000 over at blackjack, so that turned that into a win of 7,254 or whatever, something like that. Anyway, back to the min, as usual, starting over. Double for the loss. Repeat. 51 on the repeat, of course, is because the win isn't enough. Repeat again. Now we're happy. Double for the loss. 1, 2. There we go. Back to the min. Yeah, just bouncing back and forth between player and banker on a whim and following some silly load of whatever on a big screen, and you're constantly in danger of zigging when you should have zagged and zagging when you should have zigged, and this is not bulletproof by any means. I mean, we saw that with the last session, but most of the time you will find yourself slipping into the flow, if you like, So anyway, +1 for the win, plus another one. 1, 2 for the loss. That's already a turnaround, so we leave it alone. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7, 8 already? Ah! 15-8, and we need to go over to the banker because we're not over here. We're not in the nasty zone. So 15-8 to the bank. Hey! 23-16 is 5-4 in 500s. Bloody hell. 9-8, which is 5-4. Damn it. 9-4. We're now in the nasty zone, so it's 9-4 on player, but we're going to dump this shoe. Damn it. I mean, how does it all sort of pile up like this? It's just weird, but it does. It happens. Anything that you see here will be reflected in real play at some point. 9-4, kicking off on player. Damn it. I should have stayed in bed. Knife for 13-8. 5-6. And we're out of trouble there. Back to the minimum. And I could close this shoe and just start a new one to go back to the minimum, but it doesn't make any sense to do that. It doesn't make any difference. Okay, now we're on 1, 2, 3, having had 2 losses. 3, 4. This is not good at all. But the timing is good. All right, back to the minimum. Double for the loss. Repeat. 51. Repeat. Double for the tie. There we go. The other thing that's great, of course, about this platform, about this trainer, is that it takes the commission away automatically, so you get your the payoff on a banker bet is net. Excuse me, I like that a lot. Double for the tie. I think that's good enough. Mix them in. +1 for the win. 51 for the loss. 2, 3, another loss. Oh boy. 5, 6. 11, 6, and we're going to the bank. Okay, now we've got 5, 6, but we're going to have to do 5, 7 for the commission. Always collect the commission in the turnaround bet. 5, 7. There it is. Covered. It's over the top, but you're not going to put out the exact amount. You can't mess with mini chips like that. I know that that's what Vegas matinees mad merry men do, but that's not the way normal people behave. Must try the dealer's potty. Was I supposed to be on banker? Yeah, I was, yeah. Okay. So that's 1. Now it's 2, 3. We will be running away if we have to. No, we don't have to. Stuck with the bank. Double for the tie. +1. Plus another 1. Uh, 5, 6, and then we're running away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 11, 6, over to player. Bugger. 17, 12, which is 4, 3 in those biggies. 7, 6. Bloody hell. 13, 6, and now we're in the nasty zone here. We're 5 behind, so 13, 6 is it's 7, 3, isn't it? So we dump this. And we start on player. Never ever start on bankroll and use shoe. That's me anyway. And nobody's suggesting, certainly not me, that it's guaranteed that when you do this you will hit happier times, that you will hit a softer shoe. Not at all. It's just about sort of like trying as best you can to dodge what may or may not be an extended losing streak, and also to give yourself breather time and so on. So 7, 3 in thousands now. 10, 6. Oh dear, oh dear. All right, now 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we'll make it 4, 6. And we're out. So, back to the min. Now, nothing changes no matter what you do. I mean, if you stand on your head, if you, I don't know, stick a brown paper bag over your head and shut your eyes and plug your ears, nothing changes. Every single bet faces negative expectation. More likely to lose than to win. You just have to keep remembering that. That's a repeat, I take it. Yeah, that's a repeater. Excuse me, 51. Repeat. Back to the min. +1. 51. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's a turnaround. 7, 8. In trouble again. 15, 8. Over to the bank. Bloody hell. 23, 16, which is 5, 4 again in the big chips. Okay. 9, 8, which is 5, 4 in thousands. All right, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4. It's got to be 1, 2, hasn't it, for the commish? And there it is. All right, now we're stuck with the banker. Double for the tie. Double for the tie again. I hate ties. God damn it. God, what? Down here, see, 4 in a row. Look at that. Okay, so that's 4, 5. Oh, there we are. That's nice. Such a lovely sim, this, I tell you. It really is. I mean, it deserves your full attention if you're interested in perfecting your game, and particularly if you're interested in testing this strategy. And please don't tell me you can't find the rules anywhere. I'm playing the rules out in every single one of these. That's just about all right. Double for the die. 3, 5, and then we're gone. And we're gone. 8, 5. Just repeat it. That's good. There's wiggle room all the time, remember, in this strategy, but just, when you get into trouble, go straight back to the core rules and don't wiggle. One, 2. 3, 4. Damn it. That's good enough. 7, 8. Again. God, what a shit shoe. Finally. Okay. We're at 19 wins, 21 losses, and the shoe balance is 11,700. And just look at the number of the value of all the wins and the value of the losses, and you can see what the whole secret is. Win more when you win than you lose when you lose. I mean, it's so bloody easy. Damn it. Back to the min. Double for the loss. Repeat. Back to the men. Going to have to be a break here while I take a swig of my first beer. Yes, in real play, the rule boozing and betting don't mix. I enforce that very stringently against myself, but I'm not in that situation here. So, what did we do? Did we have 2 wins there? 2 consecutive wins? I think we did, didn't we? Come on. Tell me the truth. It doesn't want to tell me now. It's not funny. That happens every so often. Okay. So back to the men. Double for the loss. 1, 2. Uh-oh. Danger zone coming. 3, 4. Just squeaked it. Back to the men. +1. That's 1. That's another 1. 1, 2. Good enough. Now we're at 26, 26. Double for the loss. 1, 2. And we're out. Back to the men. Excuse me, +1. It's not the beer doing that. 51. Double for the tie. Oh, look at that. We ran out. That's unusual at 69. That's very unusual. Okay, so I mean that was definitely a success. We made some serious advance there, so we will check it out, get the numbers, and see. Did we? How many times did I gag there? Just once, I think. Wrong. Oh no, that's right. Okay, that one. Yeah, yeah. So that was the 1344. Damn, look at that. Nasty gagging went on. So that's 4,100. We made about 9,000, which is decent. Anyway, we'll go and have a look. Not our proudest hour. I'll do the sums and come back to you. All right, so it goes without saying that was an absolute disaster. The house advantage, 5 more losses than wins in 18 bets, is 28%. And we lost 7,900 out of total action of 8,950, which is 88%. So that was definitely not pattern betting's finest hour. So let's go and look at the next lot. All right, so this shoe, which I abandoned anyway after a while when it tilted against us, excuse me, sorry, was interesting. We won 16,564 across 14 winning bets. Average win 1,183. Losses 11,650, 19 losing bets. Average loss 613. Take the average winning bet value and the average losing value, and you get 193%, which is wonderbar. We won 4,914 over total action of 28,214, so that gave us a win percentage of 17.4%. And meanwhile, we had a house edge against us, -5 over 36, which is -14%. So we had a 14% headwind, which we flipped over into a 17.4% player win percentage. So that's good. All right, so in the end, I'm very happy with this particular session, because my aim all the time is to show you that, when you lose more bets than you win, you have to you get around that by winning more when you win than you lose when you lose. And I know I'm a crack record, I have to keep saying that, but it's amazing how hard it is to get people to simply accept it. It's an obvious truth. It's completely logical. It's numerate. It's mathematical. It's all of those things, and still people sort of go, "Oh, don't be ridiculous." Not as many people as used to, I must say, but once upon a time it was a regular refrain. Anyway, shoe number 1860, wins of 22,211 divided by 29 wins is an average win of 766, and losses of 9,800 divided by 29 losses is an average loss of 338. 766 over 338 is 227%. Okay. And obviously we're looking at a zero house advantage. So, we had in the first one, we had a 28% house advantage, then a 14% house advantage, this time a zero house advantage. And what we come down to here is the whole session, we won 12,411 in a total action of 32. Wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. Now, hang about, I'll have to rethink this one. I'll come right back. Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself there. What I was trying to say was about the shoe number 1860. We won 12,411 with a total action of 32,011. So that was a win percentage of 39%. The actual value was 0%, because there were 29 wins and 29 losses, and so the ties are irrelevant. 0%. So we went from sort of even to a win of a win percentage of 39%. And then what we've got is a win of 9,425 over 69,175. And that's sort of like about 14% win, near enough. Haven't run the exact numbers, but I can tell you that we had a flat AV, in other words, a house advantage of -10 over 123, which is -8%. So what we did here was we took the -8% and we pretty much flipped it into a plus 14%. If we'd exactly flipped it, it would be to a plus 8%, and we almost double flipped it, in the sense that, we made a lot more than just flipping it from minus to plus. So I am a happy camper, and I hope this has been of some use. But I will quickly just get out of here and show you the front page to date. There it is, 17 minutes plus 9,425. So, it was a good session, basically. Not an easy one necessarily, but a profitable one. I mean, 17 minutes. And this is the thing, with these high roller guys, these flash bastards who throw money around like it's going out of style because they know they're getting it back from Google. Those guys, they're meaningless. I mean, they're not teaching you anything. I guess they must be entertaining you because you're watching them in your millions. I think the rule with YouTube in a particular category, like, for instance, gambling, is you take the highest number of subscribers, which is Vegas Mats, and then you say, that's it. So it's 1.4 million people total. And then they're watching everybody else as well, so that they've got multiple subscriptions. And you might sort of say, well, maybe there's 10% more on top of that who are not watching anybody but Vegas Matt. But I think it's highly unlikely, statistically speaking, that there's anybody out there who is only subscribing to Vegas Matt in the gambling arena. So let's just say it's about 1.5 million people. And obviously, only 1 in 10,000 of those gives a tinker's toss about the numbers that I keep throwing out to you folks. My numbers, my viewership figures are rising, but they're certainly not threatening Vegas Matt or even the very lowest of the low. I'm not sure who the lowest of the low is in the gambling arena, but I think it might be Brandon O'Brien? Not sure. That's that might be a foul canard, as they say sometimes. Anyway, folks, thanks a lot. We had a win, and that's what counts. That's what we're in business for. And remember, it is a business. This is not fun and games. This is not entertainment. It's not relaxation. It's not excitement. It's not free booze. It's work.